for your patience this morning. I feel like I was a hot mess last Monday too. Maybe October is just hot mess Monday. One final step. We are live on YouTube right now. Hi YouTube. For your patience this morning. And I just need to mute it for the feedback. And we are ready to go. All right, welcome to Magical Monday Manifestations. Again, I am your host, Valerie Lewis. Thank you for tuning in. This is a live Zoom meetup that happens every Monday. If you are joining from YouTube, welcome, hi, hello. However, I am not monitoring any comments on YouTube. So you will just be in a participatory mode only. I apologize, but I can only multitask so much. And the way we do these, or the reason why we do these, is so that we can come together and set up our week for success, so that we can manifest our week instead of react to our week, so that we can set our intentions. And as we're doing all of that, intention setting, manifesting, concentrating, focusing, we're going to start by connecting with the divine and getting some guidance from the divine on how we can best accomplish all the things we want to accomplish with ease and in joy. That's my intention. I hope that you all hold similar intentions. So the way we do this is a group card pull. I pull tarot cards first, and then I go and move on to oracle cards. And with that being said, even though it is a group card pull, the feedback is always, no matter where you are in your journey, there's a message in there somewhere for you. Sometimes it seems as if it's a specific message, specifically for you, speaking directly to your situation. And that's because that's how spirit works. That's how source works. I do believe my connection is a little sketchy today, so I'm going to try to make sure I'm keeping an eye on the room to see if anyone is gesturing or letting me know that that you have lost connection or you can't see me. All right. Okay, Stacy. Cool. All right, so we are going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to ask everyone to do your own way of grounding yourself, however that feels comfortable for you. For me, I just like to bring my attention and all of my focus to this present moment. Let go of any thoughts of what might have happened with the kitten 5 minutes ago and just focus right into this present moment. So if you can do that, that helps with the energy of the room to just focus. And then gently focus your intentions on what you wish to personally receive from this reading. If you have a specific query or question that you're seeking clarity on, go ahead and put that out into the universe. If you're just seeking general guidance, go ahead and put that out to the universe. Thank you. And then we're going to gently release those. I like to think of them like butterflies or just something fluttering off up into the universe. Gently release them. And now we're going to sit in anticipation and expectation that all of the answers will come to us today, because that's how spirit works. When we expect it, it has to deliver. All right. I don't know why I went to this particular tarot deck today, but I did. I haven't pulled from it for a while, and I thought I was going to pull from Ghosts and Spirits, but I'm not. This is the one that's calling to me. And so I'm going to start drawing cards as I focus in, tap into the energy of the group, the energy of the divine, and see what messages come through for us today. What guidance for our week, for our month, for our lives. Let's see what messages come through. It's 11:11, y'all. On my time, it's 11:11. And let me shut my alarm off because I should have done that. All right, I've got 5 cards from the tarot. Let's turn them over and we will see where we are headed, what guidance we have for this week. Ooh, interesting. I'm going to tell you what's interesting, just not even looking at what the cards are. I'm looking at the images on the cards. 4 out of 5 cards have horses on them. or a depiction of a representation of a horse, which to me is action, action, action. Let's move forward. Let's get going. So if you have been experiencing a period of stagnation or a period of lack of motivation, this is your week to get something going. I can tell you that just by looking at the cards without getting the individual messages. Just by looking at the overall cards, we've got a lot of movement, a lot of horses, horseback riders. Um, Also, if you've been feeling like I don't know what my next step is, I don't know where to go, and that's why I feel like I'm in this position where I'm stuck or where I'm spinning my wheels, this is your week to get out of that. That's what Spirit is saying. Now it's up to you if you decide to get up on that horse and move yourself out of whatever you're in. But Spirit is actually giving the direction and the guidance and the help to move us forward. To move us forward. So the first one we have, it's not a knight, but it is someone on horseback, and it's Six of Wands. Minor arcana dealing with our everyday life, daily life. And this is a moment of celebration. The Six of Wands, we see this person on horseback, but he's got all of the flags and all of these people here celebrating as he walks by. This is a chance for you to celebrate your wins, your small wins, your everyday wins. The things that you often walk right past and don't give any acknowledgement to because it's something that happens every day, but you forget the wonder and the amazement of it. Wands, magic, wonder, amazement. Six of Wands is actually asking you to show gratitude for those everyday miracles. The fact that we are all able, have the mental capacity to operate a Zoom call, to get on our computers, to find community together. The fact that we all woke up this morning, eyes open, even if we're laying down and not feeling well. The fact that we are able to open our eyes and that another day awaits us. Those little things are the things that this is talking about. Take time to acknowledge, to celebrate, and to show gratitude for. What a beautiful way to start out our week too. As we think about, I've already mentioned there's a lot of calls to action. As we think about, oh, it seems like this week might be busy, or oh, I'm being called by the divine to step into something or to take some action. The best way to start that off is being grateful for what's already happened in our life. Those little wins, those small everyday miracles. Celebrate. And not just grateful, but celebrate. A full-on celebration. He's wearing his parade gear. The horse is all trimmed and the mane is looking all pretty and beautiful. Full on celebration. When was the last time you really celebrated your life? When was the last time you threw a party for yourself, bought yourself a cupcake, lit a candle, and said, I'm celebrating me? Some of you maybe never. This is a full on celebration, not just I'm going to write in my gratitude journal and that's going to take care of it. This is a full on take a pause and look at your life and celebrate how far you've come and celebrate all the things that are yet to happen but will happen. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is our first card that's actually calling us to action. Knights are the actionary, and it's Pentacles. Pentacles is the earthly, Pentacles is the suit that represents connection to the element of earth. There we go. And as we connect with the element of earth, we're talking about those things in our physical world. We're talking about those things that we hold valuable, those things that are physically manifested. Not so much, they can definitely be representations of our spiritual connection, but these are things in our life that are physical, tangible. Taking action in that area of our life could mean taking action with a task that you've been putting off for a while. Taking action by calling a friend. Something here in the physical world is asking you to take action. And it doesn't have to be big, life-changing action. It can be as little as, I really need to clean my house, but today I'm just going to start with the bathroom. Just little actions. And then you step into the bathroom and you look around and you're like, maybe I just start with changing the towels. Maybe that's all you can do for the day. So just what little action can you take in the physical world, not just thinking about it, but actually doing it? Maybe you can't clean the whole house. You don't have the energy or the time. Maybe you can't clean the whole bathroom. You don't have the energy or the time. but you probably can change the towels out or clean the toilet. And I'm just giving you an example. Look at your entire life and your entire to-do list and all of those things that you keep saying, not today, not today, not today. Ask yourself, what little tiny step can I take to make some forward movement, some action on this thing, on this task? Let me see if any other messages are coming through about that. I'm also liking the fact that this, I mean, I already talked about Pentacles is connected with Earth, but I like how this night is surrounded by the forestry, surrounded by this beautiful surrounding. Maybe the action is not about all the things I have to do in my life. Maybe the action is get out in nature. Maybe the walk, maybe you're saying, I really don't have time, Valerie. I know you keep saying that, I really don't have time, but you do. I promise you, you do. As you walk from your front door to your car, you can pause for 5 seconds and just breathe and look around you at nature. There's so many little ways that we can connect that we don't, because we keep thinking that we have to do it in some big grand way. But the little ways add up. If every time you go in and out of your car, you pause for 5 seconds and you find something in nature to appreciate, a tree, a bird, anything, before you go on your way, those 5 seconds throughout your day add up. So it's really asking you, how can I shift my life in little ways? How can I take action in little ways? Because they're going to add up. And if you're in this position to do it in big ways, do it in big ways. The next one, which is so interesting because I have 5 cards and this one is right in the middle, card number 3, and it's Major Arcana, and it's Temperance. And temperance is one of the meanings of temperance is finding balance, finding temperance. So I like how it's like right in the middle of all the cards, balancing them out. And this is Major Arcana, so this is overarching, will affect all areas of your life. How can we find balance in all areas of our life? And not just balance, but maybe specifically balance between things that we are seeing as opposites. You see, she has fire in one cup and water in the other cup. Temperance is also sometimes referred to as the alchemist of the tarot, able to mix the opposites or able to continue to mix things until they come out in a way that's pleasing or in a way that serves them. I should say them. It's represented as a female here, but in tarot, it's a non-binary angel. So how can we find the things in our life that seem out of balance and bring them back into balance? How can we find the things in our life that seem completely opposite and find a way to mix them together so that they're working together? Fire and water. How can we make them work together in a way that benefits us? We see fire up here, water down here, but in the middle where she is or where they are, it's just all these sparkles in the water. She's in the water. Sparkles, bits of light in the water. So she's found a way to mix the two opposites to make this beautiful scene. And what I've been hearing a lot from the people that I've been visiting with are questions about, should I do this or should I do this? And what I've been hearing Spirit say is forget the or, it's and. If you want two things and you're telling yourself that they're in opposition to each other, that's your own doing. Spirit is always up there saying you can have anything you want. I'm going to show you how to have anything you want. But if you keep saying you can only have one, it's one or the other, then that's your own creation. That's not what Spirit's saying. So temperance is about finding all of those things in our life where we think they might be an either or, and finding a way to blend them so that we can have both. And then right after that, we have another major arcana, which means there are some things that we need to, because we started with minor, there are some things in our life that we need to clean up in our day-to-day life, that when we start cleaning them up, they're going to have an effect on our overall life. So it's not about tackling the big things first and letting it trickle down. It's about starting with the little stuff and letting it compound so that our whole life shifts. Maybe there's a morning routine that you haven't been keeping up on or that you want to restart. Well, that morning routine, if you start your morning every day with that, of course, it's going to have an effect over your whole life. So it's things like that. And this The reason why I'm saying that is because the next card is another major arcana, overarching theme, and it's chariot. So we have representation of horses, or representation of something that can pull a chariot to move it forward. And I also like how that kind of ties in with this. When I talked about opposites, opposites are represented again. You generally, it's a black and a white sphinx, but in any case, this is silver and gold, it looks like. In any case, it's showing that you can still have two things that seem to be opposing, but that are working together to pull you forward on your path. So it's not one or the other, it's both of them together. And it's us getting ourselves out of the way so that we can see that Spirit is saying you can have it all. Get ourselves out of the way because we're limiting ourselves. I'm seeing a lot of that. I'm feeling a lot of that energy. How can you let go of the limits that you have put on yourself? You're trying. Listen, you're trying, because I hear y'all. Y'all trying to blame society on your limits. You're trying to blame your job. You're trying to blame your mat. No, Valorie, it's not me. See, my job agreed to pay me $17 an hour. And I can only do so much with $17 an hour. So, Valorie, I know you're saying that I can have everything I want, but $17 an hour does not pay for the Ferrari and the yacht. I hear you. I hear what you're saying, but that's not what Spirit's saying. Spirit's saying, who said it's got to come through your job? Spirit's saying, how many times have you heard about a drawing where all you have to do is put your name and your address in and they're giving away a Ferrari? Well, maybe once or twice. I heard about them giving away cars. I don't know about Ferraris. I roll in the wrong neighborhoods. I heard them giving away Chevys and Fords. But in any case, what I'm saying is you are limiting yourself by saying, these are my circumstances, and so this is what is par for the course for me. You're limiting yourself. Spirit is saying you can have it all. You can have it all. You don't have to understand how these forces work together. You just have to trust that you can have it all. I'm going to make them work together. Let's work together to make them work together. That's what Spirit's saying. Chariot is showing that you can move forward on your path, even though it seems like you have these two opposite things going on. And then another night, forward movement, take some action, another night, and it's the Knight of Swords. And I just talked about changing your mindset, and then we have this card because Swords is our thinking brain. Swords is also about communication. Swords is about clarity of thought and communication. And I also like how we have this owl. Is that an owl or a hawk? That's a hawk. I thought that was an owl. Maybe sometimes it's an owl when I need it to be an owl. Right now it's a hawk. And a hawk is able to see things from a different perspective, from a higher perspective, but also still see the details. Taking action with our thoughts is what I'm getting from this card for this group. Our thoughts need to be changed. Our mindset needs to change. So can we take some small actions this week to begin tweaking our mindset, how we think about ourselves first, and then how we think about the world around us? What can we change that would help us move through life in a more joyous manner? Because joy is what it's all about. Y'all think joy is the prize for all of the things. Y'all, when I say y'all, I'm not talking about y'all, I'm talking about me. I'm really talking about me. You think joy is the prize for the goal. Once you get Idris, then you'll I think I lost y'all for a minute. I don't
Yeah,
know
for a
where I
second.
cut out at.
We stopped hearing you at Idris. Can you hear me, Valorie?
Hold on.
Hold on, you guys. Valorie, let me know when you can hear me.
I don't know if she has the microphone on because I didn't think she heard me earlier.
Okay. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, can you hear me?
All right, there we go. We're back. Okay, what I was saying is, I'm saying y'all, but I'm talking to me. We think joy is the prize. When we get XYZ in our life, then we can be joyful. Joy is not the prize. Joy is what we should be experiencing in order to receive the prize. Does that make sense? You
Can
stopped
you
hearing
hear
me?
me now?
Okay,
Can you hear me?
there we go. Yes.
Okay, we stopped hearing you at Idris.
Okay, okay. So what I was saying is we think joy is the prize. Like joy is what we will get after we get what we're asking for. Like if I give myself an example, I think I will be joyous once I have Idris. And spirit is like, that is not how it works. First, you get joyful, then you get Idris. So, changing how we think, taking action on how we're looking at our life. Am I waiting for the things to be joyful? Is there something that I can do right now to be joyful before the things? Because being in joy is how you get the things. And sometimes we tend to think as humans that we get the things first and then we're in joy. So we just need to flip that around and find a new mindset. This actionary Knight of Swords, taking action regarding our thoughts, clearing up our thoughts, clearing up our communication. This could be clearing up our communication with the divine as well, so that we can hear what the divine has in mind, so that we can hear what the divine is trying to tell us and how the divine is trying to guide us. But taking action around those things. If your communication with the divine is spick and span and all is well, then maybe it's taking action with communicating those messages that you are able to receive clearly. Maybe it's about taking action to communicate those to others. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you make a Facebook post about this is what was on my heart this morning. I don't know, but it's definitely asking for you to take more action in the area of communication and clarity of thought. So that's what I have there. I'm sorry about the internet connection. We need a paradigm shift. Woo, paradigm shift. I think that event over on the Awkwardly Zen side happens this weekend. I think. I'm not sure. Anyway, I hope the tarot portion. What is up with my throat chakra, y'all? I hope the tarot portion has guided you. So we're going to move on to the oracle. As soon as I have a spot of tea, maybe I'm going to need to put my blue crystal right on my throat. I just said communication and then my throat. I will say it's a bunch of allergies going on, but then my throat closed up. And it was like, no, you, bitch, we're talking to you. You're the one that needs to communicate. That's why we closed your throat. Okay. I need to be more careful with calling myself a bitch. I only do it when I'm playing. But I don't let anybody call me that in real life. I will cut you if you ever let that word slip out of your mouth in real life. Maybe I shouldn't be so violent. I'm supposed to be spiritual. I'm sorry. The next one I'm going to is, ooh, interesting. Ooh, okay. Is Dragon Path Oracle. And I usually pull one and I got two. So we've got two messages from the dragons today. Let me turn them over and see. I feel like we pulled this one last week. Asclepius. And I feel like that because I couldn't pronounce it last week either. It is 27. That's 17, Valorie. 27. This was the ancient Greek god of medicine, the son of Apollo. Upon meeting him for the first time, the author of this oracle, his opening words were, "Your modern image of the caduceus is incorrect." He was a healer of great repute in Greek mythology, and this dragon in particular reminds us that inside us reside great healers. This is the dragon. I'm not reading all of it. So his message is about healing that needs to take place. Continuing with his practical help for your physical life, he asks if you need the support of a professional with knowledge of healing plants, or if it's time for you to undertake training in one of the areas mentioned above, which is like shamanism or a healer. Alongside his ability to support those working with plant energies, he is a powerful ally when we, page turn, are ready for the next phase of our transformational journey of life. So we talked about moving forward. Moving forward often means moving, progressing. So this is a perfect dragon for helping us with the next transformational portion of our life journey. Finally, what this dragon has to say. Make sure I still have you all. Yep, everyone's moving. Okay. You are on the cusp of transformation, so allow me to guide you forward along the winding road. Remember, hold on to what you know to be true, for it is your journey and yours alone. Life never stands still. It is forever changing and evolving. Together, we can transmute that which binds you, accepting that your journey on earth is about life, death, and rebirth as you transform and grow personally and spiritually. So that was the first dragon. The second dragon is Merlin the dragon. Merlin. Love it. Perfect for October. Let's see what Merlin has to say. Merlin is 21. Merlin the dragon is in the Grand Master Dragons. It says he's an incredibly large and sage old dragon whose message is one of teaching and learning. He has found your way into your reading today, and his message is this: not all things are as they seem. Some are images being reflected back to you in order for you to understand discernment and learn the lessons of self-trust. Only once you have done this will you discover how to stand in your own power and
Valerie, we lost you. Hold on, everybody. She'll come back in a second. Okay, the last thing we heard was trust.
we're going to make it through this reading today. I'm going to
Yeah, it's all
trust.
good. You can hear me, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Start at trust.
Yeah. Okay. For you to understand discernment and learn the lessons of self-trust. Only once you have done this will you discover how to stand in your own power and own who you truly are. I love this message. It also talks about the Grand Master dragons as a whole, Merlin being one of them. As a whole, this group is able to shapeshift between their dragon and human or angelic form. Merlin is the teacher of the teachers. One of y'all today has a specific tie to Merlin. I'm not going to call you out, but I feel like this message might have specific meaning for you. And thinking of Merlin being in human form is kind of a cool idea. This dragon, Merlin the dragon, transmuting into human forms or transforming into human form and then back to dragon form. I think that's a cool idea. As you think about if it's transformed, maybe you are part of this energy. That's what I'm trying to say. Maybe you are part of this energy of Merlin if you feel particularly connected to Merlin, meaning that when he's in human form, maybe he's incarnated as you, as part of you. I do believe that non-physical beings often incarnate as more than one individual. So there could be 4 or 5 of you in this group saying, oh, that's me. And it could absolutely be 4 or 5 of you because some of his energy is incarnating into you. So I like the idea of knowing that this is one of the shape-shifting ones that can be in human form. If you feel a connection to it, maybe it is time for you to call in that aspect of yourself to yourself and work some magic in your life. Let me sit for a moment and see which deck we need to go to next. Spirit, maybe you could work some wonders on the internet connection. That would be lovely. Next deck is Moonology, the manifestation deck. Let me make sure I haven't lost y'all. Somebody move. Jillian, am I still here?
Yep, you're good.
Okay, perfect. Everybody froze on my screen, but I know that doesn't always mean I froze for y'all. Okay. Ooh, I like this one. Full moon in Leo. Full moon in Leo, and it says go wild. Let me see what else the book. I know Leo energy is a fire sign. Fire is about action, passion, being confident, courageous. Full moon is about the fullest culmination of that. Seeing all of our manifestations come to fruition under a Leo full moon, that sounds amazing. Go wild. There are times when your best bet in manifesting and in life is to throw all your cards up in the air, so to speak, and just see how they fall. As tempting as it might be to try to control a situation, you'll be better off now if you just release and let go and go a little wild. You'll get an answer to your question soon, so you might as well enjoy the ride. The unexpected thing is that having fun is one of the most powerful ways of manifesting your desires. Did y'all hear that? I kind of sort of said that earlier when I said, if you're having joy, that's when it manifests. But I like the way they said it. Having fun is one of the most powerful ways of manifesting your desires. If you are stressing about something right now, how can you have fun instead? Distance yourself from arrogant people. All right, will do. Find balance. Ooh, remember we pulled the card Temperance? And now this is saying find balance again. It said find a balance between having a great time and attending to the people who need you. Manifesting mindset. Worrying about something or someone triggers the law of attraction just as much as positive thoughts. So, would you rather worry about that sick friend, or would you rather have positive thoughts about that sick friend? All of the times you shared laughter or hugs or fun times together. Because the law of attraction is going to respond to either one, to both. It is non-discriminate. Where are your thoughts focused? On worrying or on positive? On, oh my goodness, I hope this doesn't happen, or oh my goodness, look what happened, or on, this is what I want to happen. I don't give a fuck what happened. This is what I want to happen. Let me focus on what I want to happen. So go wild is letting go. Letting go, go wild. That was the message there. Throw all your cards up in the air, see where they fall. Have fun. Release yourself from the worry of the world, because there is enough of that to go around. Us in the spiritual realm don't need none of that bullshit. We should be the light bearers, the light workers. How are we going to hold the light for others if we're worried about if we have enough batteries? Stop worrying. Your flashlight will work. All right, from the unicorn celebration. We started off talking about celebration with the Six of Wands, and here we have celebration again from the unicorns. Are y'all getting the message? I hope you're getting the message. A positive outcome is assured. Celebrate your success. Enjoy your achievements. I'm not even going to go to the book on this one because I want to reemphasize what I'm hearing directly from Spirit about this. Celebrate your success in advance. That's what Valerie's adding. Celebrate your success in advance, and then it has no choice but to manifest that way. It is the law of the universe. That is how manifestations happen. It's A challenge. I'm not going to say it's hard. I'm trying to rephrase how I say things. It's a challenge to celebrate that which has not yet occurred. And yet, it is the most fundamental way to make sure that it does occur. Celebrate your success in advance and then sit in expectation of it becoming a reality. That's from the unicorns. That's from one of my unicorns. I have another unicorn deck. I'm going to save that for later. No, I'm going to do it now. Since Spirit said go wild, let's go a little bit wild with the Rebel deck. Let's see what the Rebel deck has to say for us today. Oh, it was Arcturus from last week. Thank you, Stacy. Oh, y'all got big memory. Big memory. Good memory. I don't. As you see, I can't even remember if I'm supposed to say big or good. Okay. I love this deck too. Let's pull a couple 3 cards from this one because I just feel if Spirit said go wild, let's really go wild. And it's going to be that one and that one. Get the fuck outside, move your ass. We already talked about that, connecting with nature. And what's it say on the other side? Your body is pissed at you. Y'all, I just keep getting the idea of we have it flipped around in reverse. You're saying I'm too sick, my body hurts too much, I can't go outside. And your body is saying, I made you sick and you feel this way because I'm pissed because you didn't go outside. We just need to flip it around. I think we get so much in thinking of the human way of thinking it is oftentimes backwards. That's what I'm trying to say. If we get outside and treat our body to the things that it wants, sunshine, fresh air, nature, then our body will feel better. And if we're in a position where our body feels like shit and we're saying, I can't go outside, I don't feel well enough to go outside, that's exactly what you need to do. That's why this card is coming up. This is an irreverent deck, a lot of curse words, but the message is still from Spirit. That's still what we need to do. The next one is, let me see if I can read it backwards. Stop texting, stop stalking, stop checking on that person. Just fucking stop. Who of y'all is texting y'all's ex? Who of y'all is still trying to get in touch with that person to make sure they understood what you said by the last 3 emails? They're not going to get it. They're just not going to get it. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Spend your time on someone worth it, which is you. Don't waste it on ridiculousness. You are worth more than that. Value your time. Okay, and last from this deck. I love this deck. But last from this deck, and this is going to line up very much with our Knight of Swords. Get the fuck out of your head. Because we're overthinking things. Get in your heart. It misses you. Lead with your heart. Reconnect with your heart. Ooh, you almost texted him last night. And look at what Spirit knew. Spirit knew it was you. Spirit said, let me really make sure this individual hears me. Because they almost did. They almost crossed the line last night. Let me send another message just so they know it was me telling them not to do it. Just so they don't think that it was something else. There's your message. Earthing. Oh my God. I haven't done earthing in a while. And I love doing earthing. That's one of the reasons why during the summer months I like wearing flip-flops, because it makes it so much easier. I can just kick my flip-flops off. And earthing, for those of you who don't know, is literally making sure that you are in direct connection with the earth. And there's a lot of studies about electromagnetic activity and grounding. Y'all know when you ground an electrical current, y'all know how that works. It works the same way with the currents in our body. However, because of modern ways of making shoes, many of us wear shoes with rubber soles, which keeps us from connecting with the earth even when we're walking across the earth, which keeps all of the electromagnetic currents in our body and not flowing out. So grounding is literally taking your shoes off or removing any rubber barriers between you and the earth and allowing that flow to flow. Earthing, I love earthing. There's a whole documentary on it on YouTube. That's wonderful. All right. The next deck. Somebody has guides here that want to speak to them. I don't know who it is. I think it might be collective. Maybe it's collective guides. This is not an oracle deck, but it's a deck I do love to pull from. What is it? The universe has got your back. Is that what this one is? Where's my link? Yes. The universe has got your back by Gabrielle Bernstein. I am the dreamer of my dream. You are the creator of your life. You are the one that gets to choose what you want in your life. Don't let anybody tell you if you are sharing a dream or sharing a wish, hope, aspiration, desire, and someone kind of frowns or scowls and says, well, how are you going to do that? That's none of your business, and that's none of their business. You get to decide what you want. The universe gets to decide how it's going to give it to you. So just dream. Just dream. Unrestrict yourself. Stop limiting yourself. Dream the big dreams and let the universe figure out how it's going to happen. That's none of your business. And that's none of anybody else's business. Mind your business. I'm going to get a shirt that says that. Mind your business. I'm over here manifesting shit. Mind your business. All right. I don't know what deck I want to go to next. This is not it. Oh, I know. I know. We got 10 minutes left. I can go to a couple of different decks. Self-care. This might be for me. I know I have been trying to be better about taking care of myself, but life, I've been trying to be better. One way that I've realized that I need to be better, and this is simple, but maybe some of y'all are struggling with, maybe some of y'all are like, I never thought of that this way, so I'm going to share it. When I'm at my daughter's house, my allergies kick into high gear. I'm at my daughter's house now. Because there's a lot more pets and there's a lot more kids over here. I'm not allergic to my grandkids, but you know how kids are. They're dirty. Let me just say they're dirty. They're not dirty, but you know, if you're a parent, you know what I'm talking about. I don't have dirty grandkids, but they're dirty. But y'all know what I mean. And my allergies always kick up into high gear. Here's taking care of myself. I usually do nothing about it. I usually suffer through the allergies because I say to myself, if I take an allergy pill, it will slow me down and then I won't be able to do the other things that I need to do in my day. And I just push through it. And then I suffer and I get hella irritable when I'm having an allergic reaction. Everything irritates me. Everything. People, animals, everything. So then, because I'm not taking care of myself, I go throughout my day fussing a little bit more than I should at my grandkids, fussing a little bit more than I should at my poor pet who's sitting right here sleeping right now, because I'm just irritable. Where if I had just taken the damn pill to take care of my body, to relieve the allergens, yes, maybe I would be a little bit tired, but I would be so much more comfortable and less irritable at everyone around me. So that's ways that I have been trying to be more aware of taking care of this vessel that carts this spiritual body from place to place and allows me to do all of the things I do in my spirituality. I still have to take care of this meat sack, as Jennifer likes to call it, and I don't always do that. Nourish your temple. After I just said all of that, I swear I did not pull this card on purpose. Like I really shuffled with the cards all down. I really just turned this card over and it says nourish your temple. Card number 38. So maybe that is a message for everyone and not just Valorie. Let's see what 38 says in the book. 8, 9, 10, 11. 38 is an 11 and 11 is a pretty cool spiritual number. I nourish my body with healthy food, clean water, and positive self-talk. So many of us, Valorie, so you work so hard, Valorie, on not saying the negative things about yourself. I catch myself so much quicker now when I want to go say something like, oh, that was dumb. And I catch myself, don't say that was dumb. I catch myself with the negative self talk. But how many of you actually practice positive self talk? How many of you actually go back, look in the mirror, and tell yourself you're beautiful or you're smart or you're amazing? I practice that with my grandkids, but I'm just asking myself, when was the last time I told myself I was smart? Positive self talk. When you take pride in how you care for your physical temple, you glow. When you nourish your body consistently, tending to it as you would something sacred, others pick up on the radiant light emanating from you. It's often that intangible positive vibration that people notice and compliment, but don't entirely know how to put their finger on. Tune into your body and ask it what would feel nourishing. Sit or lie down and place one hand on your heart and the other on your lower abdomen, just like what she's doing. And then ask, what do you need today? You may find that your body calls for you to eat healthy food or for a movement practice, even if it's just simple stretching. There may be a beauty treatment that comes to mind, like a body scrub or a mask. Oh, I have a face mask that I keep putting off using. Or maybe your body wants to be adorned with the jewelry you save for special occasions, or with a new lip color. Let your intuition and the signals of your physical being guide you in the right direction to nourish yourself on all levels. And a journaling prompt for those of you who journal or who just want to ask yourself this: what is your body calling for, and what can you do to nourish it more? Beautiful. I just love that image. I love a lot of the images in this self-care. Y'all see the phases of the moon in her heart space. It's very connected with nature. I just really love this deck. So ask yourself, ask your body how you can treat it more sacred, and then do that. Ooh, where do we want to go next? I feel like I've gone through so many of the decks. We have 5 minutes left. We're gonna end with this one. Mystical Magical Shaman. That's not even the name. Mystical Shaman Oracle. Mystical Shaman Oracle. This deck is so cool, and I swear I just seem to keep pulling the same cards out of it over and over again. I can't wait to really get, like, maybe I should do a reading with just this deck. Then I can get more familiar with all the cards that are in there. But if I'm pulling the same cards over and over again, that's just saying that that's where we are collectively. That's the messages that we're receiving collectively. For the collective, what message do we have today that will help aid and guide us on our journey, on our week, in our manifesting, in our shifting? Upper World. Isn't that a beautiful card? And where's my... $59. Card number 59. Upper World. What does it say? Angels, divine helpers, the ancient ones, and all varieties of luminous beings populate the upper world. It is the place where you go to retrieve your destiny and find out who you will become, discover your great potentials and undreamt of possibilities. It is also the place where the spirit of the dead arrive when they complete their journey to the light. The upper world is calling you to step into your fully realized self. Clear distractions so that you can move into a higher destiny. Do not fall to the temptation to craft a slightly more improved version of yourself. Do not fall to the temptation to craft a slightly more improved version of yourself. This is saying go reach for the stars. We don't want slightly more improved. We want higher destiny. We want full potential. When you perceive what you perceive as a problem or an obstacle is in fact the irritation you need to take the great leap. Remember, you cannot cross the Grand Canyon in 2 small steps. Ask your divine helpers for guidance. If the oracle has already spoken to you, do not ask for more guidance. Take what has been offered. Now you must deal with the lethargy and idleness. While support for a new destiny is not yet in place, a new destination is available to you if you act now. I love it. The upper world. Reach for bigger. Stop settling for what the world has told you is a good idea. Reach for, when y'all have those dreams that are impossible. Y'all have had an impossible dream at some point in your month, in your life, an impossible dream, and you have labeled it as impossible and you have put it aside. And who the fuck told you it was impossible? The world around you, society, your mama? Who told you it was impossible? Because if you thought it, it's not impossible. Period. If you thought it, it's not impossible. And I love Alice in Wonderland when she's talking to the queen and the queen is like, shh, I have at least 6 or 7 impossible thoughts before breakfast. That's how we should all live our life. Nothing is impossible. So I think that's what I want to end on. Thank you all so much. What's coming up next is Wednesday morning guided meditation. The link is on the meetup group. If you're on YouTube, please, the link will be posted in the description soon, and you'll be able to go over to meetup and find that event. We get together on Wednesday mornings. It's a midway through our week to have guided meditation where we all meditate and lend our energies and send out love to the world. We also have tarot practice tomorrow. Oh, it's tomorrow afternoon. If you are a beginner tarot or even an advanced tarot, I invite you to come practice and share your skills with others. We'll be doing readings for one another and just practicing our skills.
Thanks, Val.
Spirit was like, stop talking. That's enough.
Yeah. Have a good day.